We are still waiting on the cupcakes to get delivered. 3 months in. Come on, Lego. Today we have a city update for y'all. We have a couple of builds to show you. Well, I'm not going to say full builds. What I'm working on gave me what I like to call build paralysis because there's so many choices that you can do, so many things you can pick from, so many designs that sometimes you just need to back away. So still got to build that out. But Michelle has a very cool build to show off, and we have done some things in the city. So, camera lady, can you follow me over here? So this is going to be the first thing that we're going to be showing off is our concept for the parking garage. Okay, this is quite a large area to build on, and a lot of things, a lot of ideas that we have for this. We've gotten it tiled off. We know exactly how many parking spaces we're dealing with, the size of the area that we're going to be building, the elevator, common space, the area that we're also going to be building pillars to signify that it's holding up our the roof and all the other good stuff. And then of course we're going to be telling stories and all of that good stuff here in the parking garage. But if the camera lady wants to zoom on in and show kind of what we're working with. So yeah, pretty cool concept. Again, lots of tiles. I think this is over 200 and we still ran out. So we're going to have to order some more, unfortunately. But two really cool things down here. Those areas are empty for a reason. You're going to have to watch out for that video that we're going to show off what's going to be filling the spaces. So the build videos for this will be coming out because I'm going to hit this thing hard in the next couple of days. But now I'm going to go ahead and grab the camera from Michelle and she can show off what she built because, man, she put something really cool together. Look at the size of this thing. It's like I'm carrying a pizza box. Mamma mia, you want a pizzeria? So the area, this is going to be, once this thing is fully built out, it's going to be a monster to handle. Oh, okay, but it's going to be going in this area right here. Look at that. What is that movie where Jim Carrey says like a glove? Like a glove. Now, the reason why these base plates are doing this, you got to put a lot of weight onto these things to keep them from curling up, but maybe, I don't know, we'll attach something sticky. But yeah, this is what it's going to kind of look like. So hopefully my measurements are not off. That'd be terrible.
It's my turn now. So, if you all recall from our last video for our city update, we did have one little section at the end of the upper level that was just enough space for one base plate. So I decided, looking at all of the buildings that we have on our upper level, I think it would be great to incorporate a nice little park. So if you guys notice here, it's just a cool little park. We've got some greenery area here. We've got a few little birds here enjoying this tree. Mind you guys, this is the first tree I've ever created. I think I still want to make some adjustments to it, but I think overall it's a good shape. And then you'll notice over here, we've got a little background area. I've got a little vine here with some flowers. You see here, this is little Jimmy. Jimmy, unfortunately, got into an accident. As you can see, he's taken a seat on the bench with his crutch. And Jimmy decided to be a really good brother and bring Sally to this park. And as you can see with Sally, Sally's got a pretty big bone for her little bitty dog. And then behind here, I thought, in a park, you know what? It's great to have some greenery, but what about something good to eat? So you'll notice that I've gone ahead and put a little pretzel shop here, and we've got someone here from the Lego store that's getting a little snack. We've got some nice color to this with all of the various flower elements. We've got some red, we've got some of this coral. Over here, we've got some of this lavender, we've got some pink. And then over here, I want to introduce you all to the cold drink shop. Want you guys to remember this cold drink shop because as we continue to build our city, this cold drink shop is going to become the major drink shop for our entire Lego city. I think this is pretty cool. Let's place it in its spot. Here we go. Just gonna slide in perfectly right here. And I think that having this cool little park at the very end of our upper level, it does kind of help break up all of the buildings that we have here. It's kind of a nice little retreat that you can come to and just sit down and enjoy nature. And then obviously it's right here at the end, so you can eventually see the expanded view of our city once we start getting more stuff built. So what's next? You're probably thinking. Well, obviously, the next thing that we want to focus on is the center of our downtown core. I think that the way that Jose and I are looking at this when we're building our city is we're trying to complete kind of like one area before we hop over to the next area. And the reason for that is, as we all know, things can change, right? We might want more space in our downtown core than the rest of our city. So I think focusing on one area and trying to get that area as close to complete as possible is pretty much, the focus that we're looking at.
Yeah, try to use all of the parts that we currently have and build it out as much as possible. And like Michelle said, if we need to shift, well, then it gives us the ability to shift, then hopping around the building and creating all kinds of messes all over the place. But one thing we got to fix is what is going on with that colored brick?
This part here.
Yeah.
We got to fix this Mills plating. You guys notice over here with the greengrocer, we need to Mills plate that. We come over here to the fire brigade. We've also got to Mills plate that. So it's quite a few things to do, but I will also tell you one of the other notorious things that we have to do, and what probably everybody else has to do when building a city, is order more parts.
Yes. Keep running out of parts. Although we have been hitting our local brick and minifigs and trying to get as many parts as you can, but it's hit or miss when it comes to what they have on their tables. And so it is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna have to order again.
Yeah. And we're kind of waiting maybe like another few days to kind of see, like, is there going to be a good GWP that we can kind of focus on and try to place those parts orders. So I don't know. You guys are going to have to stay tuned to find out more.
Shout out to Brick Clicker. Now, one thing that we did notice after we placed the garage, look at that shot right there. You know what? Here's the thing. I didn't plan that, but it actually worked and looks fantastic. If we pan over to this side, you'll be able to see a pillar. Then if you go a little bit closer, you'll be able to see some of the parking spaces, the actual area where the elevators are going to be at. That shot looks amazing in my opinion. So there's obviously still a ton to do. The waiting game for parts to come in, all of that good stuff, but we got plenty to build and plenty to do. So if you enjoyed today's video, do us a favor and go down there and hit it with a like. If you want to see more content like this about building a city, reviews, just anything overall about Lego, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell. It just drops you a notification. It's not annoying or anything like that. Now in the comment sections below, let me know, are you building a city? How much of a pain is it waiting for parts? Do you go to your local brick and minifigs and try to scour for the things that you need and hopefully you get lucky in finding them? Let us know in those comments below. As you're out there looking for Lego, hunting for that perfect set for you, be safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.